Alright, good morning, y'all. Hope everybody's having a good morning or a good day. I should say today is February 19th, 2026. It is right now 8:58. Just got onto the charts. Checking news real quick. Actually, I gotta keep it here so y'all can see. But we had unemployment claims at 8:30. Um, so I'm sure that didn't really affect us too much. And then coming onto the charts here. Also, I just wanted to show y'all real quick. I copy trade three evals here, so that's why in my title sometimes I put the full amount that I made across three, um, just for any confusion. But let's get into it. So coming into the day, right, starting on the daily, first thing I notice is that on both ES and NQ we feel this daily gap and we're seeing some legs out of it. Right, so we took buy side inside of that daily gap inside the 4 hour. What was that? Inside the 4 hour gap, um, and we see legs out. We put in this 4 hour change to the downside here. Same thing on ES, and then we get to sell side. So when they get to sell side here, it's internal low. We have not yet rebalanced that leg to equilibrium on NQ or on ES. So we'll see what we do. We looks like we run higher, right? So we take buy side. We get back inside the range. We slowly get higher, and then we tap this 1 hour gap, and then we see it start to flush again down the sell side. Now I just want to see what we do, right? So we have two unfilled 1 hour gaps right here up top. I'm gonna mark out here. Okay, so we have two unfilled 1 hour gaps. On ES, same thing. One of the gaps we have already tapped on ES. I want to delete this daily gap. So yeah, we're gonna delete that just for it to be a little more clear. Just mark out this high here, this internal high. So boom, sell side gets taken. Right, we then see us run lower right here, right now. So we get lower. Right, we'll see what we do here. I want to see what we want to do off of this high. If we want to, oh. So I'm gonna draw these out to like 12. I'll leave that there. So we'll see what we do here. We're inside. Looks like this 15-minute gap got filled. We'll see if we just want to start getting lower towards here and work our way through down the sell side, or if we want to start to kind of accumulate, get higher, look to suit potentially to then seek lower. But as of right now, we are looking pretty bearish. But like I said, or like I usually say, um, I'm not really too big on biases. I just take what's in front of me, I observe, and I react. So that's simply all. So we're just gonna sit and watch. I'm gonna leave this here. I'll be right back. As usual, y'all can skip a little forward here. I'm back. Um, so we currently have about 17 minutes to open. Um, I just really want to come to open. I don't really have. Yeah, so we're just gonna come in and just be very very patient today. Yesterday we took two losses. Um, they were okay stabs. Um, Probably could have been a bit more patient on the first one, and just watched out for my size a little bit too. I kind of made a little hiccup again where put on just too much size. It's tricky because sometimes two lots, what my risk or two micros can be, you know, fucking 140 bucks, and sometimes two micros can be 300 fucking 40. So just gotta be a bit more aware, a bit more cautious on my risk. But coming, excuse me, coming into today, I just want to see what we do here. Um, just want to be really, really patient. Um, See what the market wants to offer, what the market wants to give. I'm gonna mark out here as well, just as internal buy side that we have, and then I just want to see what we do. Right? Do we start getting legs down? Do we run sell side? Do we want to get through these lows? End up getting lower? Right? I don't know what we want to do, but I'm just gonna sit, watch, and be observant. Take what I'm given with confidence, and take what's in front of me. So we're gonna see what we do. Ideally, if market wants to open, we take out buy side, potentially even tap this 1 hour gap to then seek lower. We'll see what kind of opportunity the market presents. Same thing on ES if we want to take buy side inside this 1 hour gap though, since ES has filled it and Q has not. Once again, that's an option. See what the market wants to present. If we just want to run sell side, we can look for potential rebounds up into these 1 hour gaps to buy side, equilibrium, whatever it may be. It looks like ES is a lot closer to that first low right here than NQ is, so I won't be surprised if ES banks it first, potentially putting the SMT. Like I said, we are delivering from a daily fair value gap, right? We see us get a 4 hour change in the state to the downside, 1 hour gap holds. So, you know, I could expect sell side to get taken, but it's just a matter of does the market want to present opportunity? Does the market want to present some type of, New York Open manipulation that I can position myself in to catch that move, right? Now, recently, I think since I've been uploading these trading, like trading mornings, I used to trade pre-market a lot, and I had my ups and my downs with it. I'd trade pre-market anywhere from like I used to hop on the charts 8:30 to 8:45, and a lot of days like I passed a eval or two with literally just purely trading pre-market, and not intentionally. Maybe 1 or 2 days was after 9:30, but just because there was just clean setups pre-market that I liked, and I'd be sitting there and either TP would get hit pre-market or 9:30 open would obviously pump the volume into the markets. I don't know why I keep doing it. 9:30 open will pump the volume into the markets for price to make a run towards my TP. I don't really do it anymore. I feel like I experimented with it. I had my goods, I had my bads, and just as of right now, the market just doesn't really present any high quality opportunity in my eyes for pre-market, trading. Now I like to just wait for 9:30 open. I like to just look at pre-market as just data that's being built, data generate, whatever it may be, and then New York Open will come in. We'll see the volume come in, and then I'll go from there. Either I'll take a trade or I won't. Right? You cannot be afraid to walk away in these markets. If you're afraid to walk away, you're never going to be successful because not every single day is there going to be something in your face in front of you for you to take. That's high quality that you really should take. There's going to be times where there's just junk and that you really shouldn't take anything, and you got to be okay with walking away. That's one of those days like yesterday's instance. It was FOMC. Um, I had okay size on. I was risking my first hit like 230 something, 240 something. I want to say. But then with the little mistake where I had to close out of a couple cons, that kind of cost me a couple bucks. And then also I took another stab, which I was already close to my max loss, but I was confident in it, so I took it. I'm not mad at that. But just a few things to keep a note and clean up. Walking away. Walking away is a beautiful thing. A lot of people think that just because they sat on the markets and they weren't paid for their time, then it was a waste of time. But with trading, that's a good habit, and that's a practice of a good habit. So you should have a smile on your face when you walk off the charts with no green, red, or break even on your chart. That's a good habit practiced. That's an amazing green day, as I call it. And you should feel great. You came onto the charts. You showed your discipline. Not every single day is it offensive. Not every single day is it attack, trade, trade, trade. Some days it's gonna be defensive. Some days the market is not gonna provide a good opportunity. And it's your job as a trader to recognize and make a decision. So that's what I'm trying to start getting better with as well. If there's really just no clear A plus opportunity, literally just don't be afraid to walk away. I used to get FOMO a lot and be like, oh, watch, because I've been doing this for a little bit, so I had my instances where I'd get off and I'd look on the charts, and literally right after I got off, 3 minutes later, we took out buy side or sell side and put in a beautiful model, and then I missed it. So that can kind of bleed onto me sometimes, but I just like to stay level headed and understand that there's no such thing as FOMO. There's no such thing as missing out. The only thing I missed out on is, it's just whatever I made up in my mind. If I go on stream and I see somebody in a trade that I was waiting for, um, if I go on TikTok live and I see somebody in a trade, uh, you know, 5 to 10 minutes after I close my computer, that's that's made up. That's not the what is, right? The what is me and my chart. That's what matters. That's what's most important, right? My decision making. So never compare yourself. Never you know, devalue yourself because somebody made more than you on the day, or somebody passed an account and you didn't, or you took an L and somebody won. Never devalue yourself. Never look for these charts to affirm yourself. Never look for anybody else to affirm yourself. It's you, the charts, and this is your job to grow your mental capacity and just grow your mental overall. Because truly, this is a game of psychology, and this is a game of just you versus you. It's gonna bend and fuck your mind in so many different ways, but that's why excuse me. Yeah, my voice, I need some water. That's why it takes so long to get to you know a successful standpoint, is just because it's truly really hard on your mental. You can have a great strategy. Strategy is the easy part. I can come in here and have a great strategy, but are you good at timing? Are you good at executing? Are you good at size? Are you good at managing? Are you good at recognizing? Is your clarity good? There's so much stuff that goes into it, not just a strategy. A strategy is easy, but how's your mental? You're on a weekly losing streak, right? How do you pick yourself back up? You're winning every single day. How do you continue that? How do you not get that? Oh, well, what if I lose? Right? It's all mental. It's very difficult, but I promise, just with patience and with doing it every single day, it'll get easier, and you'll get to a point where this is all just numb to you. At the end of the day, $50 accounts that really don't mean anything. I'm not trading with $50,000 of my real money. So why would I trip? You know what I mean? Like, why would I trip? There's no reason people just like to add unnecessary and extra emotion, and they overvalue things, and that's what emotion comes from, is the overvaluing something that isn't supposed to be overvalued. If I have, a toy car in front of me and I valued it like it was a real car, it was a real Lamborghini. I have a little Lamborghini SVJ on my desk. If I valued this like it was a real Lamborghini, I'd tweak. I'd have so much emotion. If every time I'd see somebody get close to it, I'd tweak, right? Because I'm overvaluing it. It's the same with these accounts. Like, people tweak just because they lose an account, or people tweak when they have a losing day, and it's like, first of all, losses are part of the game. Get used to it. But second of all, you're just overvaluing things, and it's really not as deep as it is. So, I've been through many accounts. Um, you know, it just takes time. That's all I can really say. It really does take time. So we have like six and a half minutes till market open here. It looks like we are getting higher on both ES and NQ. NQ seemingly is getting closer to buy side than ES, so I'm sure our market open, if we want to, you know, run higher, we're going to take out both on ES and NQ, but let's see what we do. Looks like we're going to open up this 5-minute gap here. $25 is about to come in and open up. We'll see what kind of, we get any volume. I don't know why I always yawn so much. Like, I'm perfectly awake and I'm just still yawning. If we're gonna go higher, I can expect this to hold here. So no buy side has been taken. Looks like we're just getting legs down here. We have these internal lows. I'll mark out here. I'm not gonna mark out this low just because it's super close to this low. So if we take this low, we're probably gonna take this one as well. So we got about a minute 45 to open. If we open up and we put this 5-minute change to the downside in, I could probably expect us to just flush right to sell side. But then again, we can just take this low and then run higher, so we'll see. See what we do. Yeah, 45 seconds. Looks like NQ is lower than ES, so if we take this low, we could have an SMT. But with open coming up, we'll see. Volume's gonna be coming in here in about 5 seconds. So low gets taken. I want to see us go lower here so we can open up some, form a gap or create some sort of sequence of down closing candles, but see what we do. So off this SMT, I want to see where we close here. A buy, couple cons here. So it looks like NQ ran higher and took this high, which was quick as hell. So I'm gonna close out there for 83 bucks. Small tiny loss. We now have SMT in the opposing direction here. There's really nothing. Just gonna wait for this full picture to be here. See if we can get under this 30-second change here. After putting in that SMT, taking buy side. 1 hour did not get tapped, but we'll see what we want to do. So I recognize and I closed early because of that reason right there. We would have been stopped. NQ took this high very, very quickly. I didn't expect it to. I was looking to go break even on ES after NQ took the high, but it really took it like quickly. So I didn't get the opportunity to, preserve capital, save myself. But I want to see what we do here. If we get this 30-second change after taking buy side, ES did not. We have an SMT. I want to see what we do. Two minutes still holding here, seemingly. If I take a trade, I'm not going to be in with, my usual like 250 to 300. I'm going to be in with about a little less than 200, just because we're already down a little bit on the day. But that's perfectly fine. If it's high quality, I'm taking it, right? If it's in there, if it's in my face, high quality, I'm taking it. So I really just would want to see this 2-minute change here. This is really just what I want to see. Stops will go above this inverse here, or this fair value gap. If we can get that 2-minute here. See what we do. Second close is clean. I'm gonna take a short here. So I'm gonna buy back 1 here, just for my risk sake. And then I'm just targeting lower here. So we're gonna limit buy here 1. See where standard deviation is. And limit buy another 1 here. We're gonna go break even here actually. At this low. And then we can look for standard deviation here. ES did take that low already. I want to see if we open up any gaps that I can protect myself with. Which it looks like we're going to open up this one, so I can adjust my stop slightly to there. I want to see that gap hold. I want to see it continue to follow through here. So if we're going to continue lower, this gap is going to hold here. Change in a state. Stop is protected here, so if we want to get through it, then we get through it. Trade ID is invalidated. ES did take this low though, so we adjusted our stop. We open up this big 1 minute here on ES. I think we have room to go a lot lower here, but we'll see what we do. I'm only technically risking about 160, 170 on this trade, or on the day. So that's a beautiful position to be in. We'll see. So yeah, this is super clean. Super, super clean trade. 2 minute opened up as well. We have that 2 minute change. I want to see NQ start to get some momentum here out of this. This is break even slash BE. I'm gonna dash this. I always put my break even to like dashed lines. So yeah, this is clean. We're just gonna sit here on our hands and just be patient and watch. Stop is protected. Is in a great spot. So we're just gonna watch. Change in the state gets tapped. If we want to go lower, we already tapped the change. We filled the imbalance. We tapped the change. So if we're gonna go lower, it'll be here. I won't really want to see us mess around too much more. For value gap still seems to be holding here, but we'll see what we get here. The reason why my break even is at this sell side is just because obviously it's sell side, and typically I'd go break even once the other index takes either buy side, sell side, whatever it may be, and we have an SMT. But I'm not here just because of, price is literally right here, and it's a couple points away from my entry point. So my break even I'd have no room at all. So I'm okay with the risk that I have on and the risk that I'm adjusted to. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. My stomach is killing me. I'm gonna watch this. I can't even keep an eye on it on my phone. So we're just gonna I'm gonna keep an eye on this here. I'm just gonna sit and watch until we either go break even or stopped out. Clean this up a little bit. If I go and I sign in on my phone, it'll sign me out here. That's why. But my stomach is absolutely killing me. I'm be right back. I'm gonna make it really quick. Looks like I just got back in time, so it looks like I got stopped out here. Um, I'm down 168 on the day, which is, I mean, it's beautiful. You know, I kept the loss small. Um, Let me get screenshots here. So I just want to explain this too. When I journal as well, it looks like internal high gets taken. We get this change here. I'm gonna sell. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not that much. I'm looking to go break even here. Or actually, same low. Sorry, same low. So internal high got taken. I'm just gonna recognize this real quick. Internal high gets taken. We instantly get through this 30-second and put in a 30-second change. So stops are just above this 30-second gap here. And we're looking to go break even. We're gonna go break even at this line here. Just internal low. It's gonna be break even. But right here, we see internal high get taken. We then see instantly us follow through lower. We get through this 30-second, then we put in this change to the downside here. One thing is, ES did make equal highs, and equal highs are a stronger area of liquidity. But since NQ already took that high, yeah. Just moving very, very quickly today. If we take this internal low, I can probably expect us to flush to this internal low if we want to get there. So let's take this off. So yeah, we just instantly turn right around. We get stopped there. So 2 trades on the day. This is my max loss. This is exactly what I want to be, around 200 to 250, sometimes more. But that's a beautiful that's beautiful consistency. Yesterday I went a bit over. That's not really what I was looking for, but happens. So I'm gonna screenshot both of these here. So what I usually do, just for my journaling, is then I'll just take a snapshot here. I'll copy image. Excuse me. I'll copy image, and then I'll just go over to my journal on my other screen and just paste it in there. So that's just really all I do for my journaling. I'll then go all the way back to my other trade. Here. Let me adjust my stop. Same thing. Take an image and paste it. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up on the day here. Um, there's really clear this out. If I'm looking at this, there's really not anything else that really catches my eye. I mean, it was a clean short in my opinion. It was a clean short. Um, off of the 2 minute, as you can see here. After taking buy side, this 2 minute still holds. Right, 2 minutes still holds. We put in a SMT at the highs, and then we get this 2 minute change here. Right, I entered off the 30-second around there somewhere. You could have waited. Obviously, like, we get nice displacement straight to the downside. We don't take sell side. We pull back. We tap the change. We then get more legs to the downside, and then we kind of just consolidate. And now we're just looking to run back higher. It looks like the reason to be is just sell side's been taken on ES, and that's kind of like the tricky part when you're playing like with ranges this close. Is like buy side right here, sell side right there. I mean, yeah, it happens. It happens. So, and even in here, like if I'm looking in here, for me personally, there's really not too much because okay, so sell side gets taken on ES, right? After sell side gets taken, does an internal low get taken? Well, no internal low gets taken. This low don't get taken. This low don't get taken. This low don't get taken. So there's no internal low that then gets taken, right? So for me to enter, I'm just looking off of what leg took sell side. So right here is our inverse, and then here's our leg that took sell side. For me to get an entry here, it would have to be on this candle, and look how close we are. I mean, we're right at buy side, right at buy side, right at this 1 hour gap. So it's just one of those crammed days where it's just a little tricky, but it is what it is. It's perfectly fine. We kept our loss, consistent, and yeah, that's it. So we'll come in tomorrow, Friday, last day of the week. Let's see what we got here. We got 8:30 news and then 9:45. So we'll just come in tomorrow, patient, observe it, see what we get. It looks like PA. Personally, it's clear as day. It's not really the best here, but we'll see. It looks like we're just getting higher now, getting back up into these gaps. So we'll see what we do. But I'm out of here, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.